Today we're here at Buhl Casino for the Tamarack Wildlife Rehabilitation Center Bird Show. Let's go take a look.
You see what this is? It is an owl. And what does she have with her? Babies. She has 3 babies. Now this is an eastern screech owl and her 3 babies. Now, just so you can kind of get an idea of how big these babies are, they're about the size of cotton balls. That's how little these guys were. Now this owl and her 3 babies were in the nest up in Erie, in the middle of town, when a storm came through and knocked over the tree. And a good Samaritan found her and her 3 babies, brought her to us. The mama bird had a pretty severe broken wing and a concussion, but her babies were fine. I don't know how she did it, but she raised those babies for us in captivity. And all 3 babies were released. Unfortunately, the mother was so badly injured, her wing never recovered. But she became one of our ambassadors, and you will get to meet her today. Isn't that cool? So there is, a little bit of difference to what we do. So the first guy we're going to bring out is very vocal, so he's probably going to talk to you. It's a lot of fun. Try to get out of the way so everybody can see the star of the show. This is Watson. Does anybody know what he is? Any guesses? Just throw them out if you have an answer. I heard it. It's a kestrel. He's an American kestrel, which is a type of falcon. He is the smallest of the falcon family, and he is absolutely stunning. Can you walk us down the aisle, please? Yeah. So Watson here is one of our newest education birds. We just got him this summer. And he can fly. He's fully flighted, so there's no injuries to his body. But he did imprint on his. Does anybody know what that means? What does it mean? Yeah. So basically, Watson thinks humans are his people. He thinks he's a person. So he relies solely on us for food. And if we released him, he would not know how to find his own food.
So this is Lady Hawk, and you can see her beautiful red tail that she has. She was one of our first ambassadors at the center, and she is 28 years old, which is very, very old for a red-tailed hawk. So she came to us because she was found alongside the road. Most likely she got hit by a vehicle, and you can kind of see how she carries that wing a little bit lower than the other one. So because of the extent of her injuries, she is not fully flighted, so she would not be able to hunt on her own out in the wild. So she has been part of our education programs pretty much her whole entire life, and we are very thankful to have her. But we also have another red-tailed hawk that I'm going to bring out.
Now, when she brings out our other red tail, they are both female, so they are on the larger side. The males will be a little bit smaller, but you are going to notice a little bit of difference in their coloring, and we'll kind of talk about that when she comes out. Here she is.
All right, so this is Ruby, and she is also a red-tailed hawk, as we mentioned. She just joined the center back in September, October, and we know that she's a juvenile red-tailed hawk because of her coloration. So if you look at Ruby's tail and You'll notice that her tail is a lot darker. It's not rusty red colored, and it kind of has those bands across it. So that is how we're able to tell the age of Ruby here. So she is less than a year old. She would have hatched in the spring of 2019. And after her first year molt, she'll kind of molt those feathers. And then she'll grow in that beautiful red tail that's common to our red-tailed hawks. So Ruby came to us because she had an eye injury. So if I kind of turn her around this way, we'll see you guys. Her right eye is very deflated. It is still there, but she has significant vision loss in that eye. So because she doesn't have vision in both eyes, she would not be able to hunt successfully in the wild. We're thinking that she injured that eye as a young bird when she was out still learning how to hunt. She could have been flying through the woods and injured that eye on a branch or a twig, or something else could have got her. But she already came to the center with that eye injury, and because of that loss of vision, she cannot hunt, so she is non-releasable. So she has been an amazing ambassador bird so far, though, and we're happy to have her on our program.
How fast does a cheetah go? 70 miles per hour. You guys all know that. Do you think he's slower or faster than a cheetah? Faster? Yeah. Cheetahs are the fastest land animal. Peregrines are the fastest animal, period. They have been clocked going over 200 miles per hour. That's as fast as a race car. So a little bit faster than your go-kart. A little bit. Kind of close. I don't think you're going to be driving that thing 200 miles per hour, though. But because these guys, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, just to point out why these birds are so fast, has a lot to do with their body shape as well as the shape of their wings. So as I have him hold out his wings, just look at how they come to a point and how streamlined they really are. And that's really what allows them to fly that fast. So we'll see if I hold out his wings again.
Isn't that cool? They have this middle jaw, I know it's hard to see, but it helps them suck in air so they don't pass out when they're flying that fast. So it sucks in the air all around him. He likes you guys. Either that or he's just really hungry, what do you think? Yeah, lunchtime for him. So other birds, they don't have that. They don't have the ability to suck in all of that air like peregrines do. Now there's something also really cool about his feet. Now you're probably not going to see it on him, but they have shock pads on the bottom of their feet. See these little bumps here? So when they're catching this prey, they don't want to break their toes, do they? I mean, imagine breaking a foot every time you wanted to eat. I know. So they have shock pads, kind of like springs, on the bottom of their feet. So that absorbs the shock of them hitting something that fast.
So owls are very unique because we said that they hunt at night, so they are nocturnal animals. So they're out at nighttime hunting their prey. And they have a couple different features that help them hunt at night. What do you think that first feature is? I heard it back there, the eyes. As you can tell, Willow has very bright yellow, big eyes. And that is very common to all owl species, those very large eyes. So, those eyes are very unique because they are not shaped like human eyes. They are actually shaped like this. So in the back of their head, the eyes are enlarged and they're actually fixated into their sockets. So those eyeballs cannot move in their eye sockets like we can move our eyes. So owls they cannot move their eyes like that, so they have to turn their whole entire head to see what is going on around them. Owls can turn their heads about 270 degrees in both directions. So owls can do that because of the bones in their neck. So everyone take your hand and feel those little bones on the back of your neck. Those bones back there are your vertebrae. And humans have 7 vertebrae in their necks. All mammals have 7 vertebrae. Owls have 14. So they have double the amount of bones in their neck, and that's what gives them that flexibility and capability to turn their heads that far. And once again, they have to turn those heads because those eyeballs do not move in those sockets. So they heavily rely on their eyesight to be able to find their prey at night.